St. Charles Seminary belongs to the Archdiocese of Nagpur and is staffed and administered by the Friars of the Order of Preachers, Dominicans. It has a long history. Its first itinerant phase lasted 47 years, from 1851 to 1898. During this period, the rector and the seminarians moved from place to place, traveling for the most part by bullock cart. Its second, more settled and stable phase lasted another 47 years. During this period, it was housed in the Red Seminary building known as Bishop's School, from which Seminary Hill gets its name. Its third present phase commenced in 1959. Archbishop Eugene de Souza envisioned a concurrent formation program in which a student, while being trained for the priesthood, would also obtain a university degree. For this purpose, he converted the old Red Seminary building into a university college in 1955 and dedicated it to St. Francis de Sales. He then built a new seminary building, namely the present St. Charles Seminary. The present location of St. Charles Seminary is one of the finest campuses in Nagpur. The gardens, playing fields, games courts, wooded areas provide an ideal setting for prayer, study, reflection, recreation, and the all-round development of our seminarians. The grotto of Our Lady of Lourdes behind the seminary is one of the most beautiful places in Nagpur, and devotees of all castes and creeds come to pray to the Mother of God all through the day. Most of the seminarians too make it a point to visit the grotto daily. For a considerable period of time, St. Charles Seminary was administered by the missionaries of St. Francis de Sales, MSFS, and the clergy of Archdiocese of Nagpur. But from 1960 onwards, it has been placed under the care of the Dominican Fathers, first of the Indian Vicariate of the Irish province, and then later from 1987 of the Vice Province and Province of India, who oversee both the administrative and academic requirements of the seminary. In 1987, the Dominican friars living in the seminary were instituted into a new priory under the patronage of St. Albert the Great. From the inception of the new St. Charles Seminary until 1994, the Sisters of St. Joseph of Chambéry served the seminary. In June 1994, their place was taken by the Sisters of Jesus, Mary and Joseph of the Bangalore province. In June 2007, the Franciscan Sisters of the Presentation of Mary from Coimbatore began their service to the seminary. The basic formation course imparted in the seminary integrates the different dimensions of priestly life into one holistic program, namely the human, spiritual, academic, and apostolic or pastoral dimensions. The seminary program incorporates all that is of permanent value in the plans and charters of priestly formation that have been issued by the Holy See and the Catholic Bishops' Conference of India. Many programs and opportunities are offered by the different departments of St. Charles Seminary to help a seminarian develop his human virtues, spiritual resources, academic abilities, and pastoral skills. Each student is invited to avail of these opportunities with a sense of belonging, freedom, generosity, and responsibility so that he can prepare himself in the best possible way for his ministry as a missionary priest. The seminary has both resident and non-resident students. The diocesan students reside in the seminary, while the students from many of the institutes of consecrated life, such as the Norbertines, the Dominicans, the Palatines, Poor Servants of Divine Providence, PSDP, and brothers reside in their respective formation houses. At present, from 41 dioceses and 11 congregations, students are studying in this seminary. Social apostolates such as conscientization programs, slum upliftment, building of houses, running free tuition classes for poor children form part of the apostolic formation program of our seminary. The students of theology as well as philosophy engage in pastoral ministry in parishes, schools, hospitals, and other institutions, slums and villages in and around Nagpur. The academic program in St. Charles Seminary spans a period of 8 years. The first 3 years are spent in the seminary studying philosophy. Along with philosophy, a seminarian completes the Bachelor of Arts degree at the Diocesan University College of St. Francis de Sales on the same Seminary Hill campus, followed by at least 1 year of pastoral experience called Regency and 4 years of theology. The students of theology who qualify are awarded the Bachelor of Theology degree from the University of St. Thomas Aquinas Angelicum in Rome. Others obtain the diploma in theology granted by St. Charles Seminary. The new modern computerized library is well equipped, well stocked, and constantly updated for research in philosophy and theology. The staff and students have access to the library. With the help of God and the care of Mother Mary, and under the patronage of the heavenly patron St. Charles Borromeo, through the dedication and commitment of many, St. Charles Seminary continues to serve God and the Mother Church by giving birth to many more missionaries after the heart of Jesus Christ to the world.